This episode of The Movie Men is brought to you by media sales consultant Tim DeArmond.
Your source for daily traditional and digital marketing insights and advice.
For more information, check out the link posted in the show notes below.
Got a meat pie for you. Would you like a delicious meat pie?
What? I feel like you started into an accent there, and then
I kind of gave up partway through,
and then bailed. Yeah.
I'm like, I got to get out of here. I'm not pulling this off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
how it is.
That's $1 million way to start an episode, I suppose.
You got it.
Welcome.
Hello.
That's another way to start it. Mm-hmm. Hello. Welcome. I'm Peter Dempsey. I don't know why that's what came into my head. I don't even watch Grey's Anatomy. Like, I don't.
Nor should you. Well, actually, some people do.
I watched the first episode.
I've watched a few.
Yeah, I watched the first episode and I was like, oh, this is intriguing.
Yeah.
Next.
Well,
I just kind of moved on.
It's just intimidating. Like, there's so many seasons.
Yeah.
Like how...
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
So anyways.
Well, welcome to this pleasant episode that we'll be reviewing a very lighthearted musical.
Yeah. Welcome to, if there's ever an episode that will make you consider switching over to vegetarianism.
At least when you eat out at a restaurant.
Probably, yeah. I mean, meat pies don't have the... I feel like they don't have the prevalence in our society like they used to.
No.
Like, do you eat meat pies? When's the last time you had a meat pie?
So I'm glad you asked, because all I could think about when I watched this movie... By the way, I should just clarify, just in case there's a new listener, this is the Movie Men podcast. We will be talking about the movie Sweeney, Todd, but I do want to get on this tangent here.
Okay.
I was in London, probably it's close to 2 years now, but it's like a year and a half ago. And
London, England.
London, England.
Okay.
And of all of the places, I went to a place that serves delicious, delicious meat pies.
Okay.
And it actually has a really cool name. Like, it was called the Pie Minister, which is like a dope pun name.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I mean, it's all I could think about when I watched this movie, and I never even checked if there was a barber shop on the second level. I didn't really think about what I was eating. I was just like, dang, this is tasty. And
here's an honest, genuine question for you.
Okay.
Had you checked and had there been a barbershop on the second floor of this pot, would you still have eaten there?
No. I think that would have creeped me out.
That would be enough to go, okay.
Like, there's...
It's a little too...
It's a little too on the nose. Yeah, it's too on the nose. Like, no, sorry.
So anyways, if you're new, we're the Movie Men. Mm-hmm. We review movies. We pick categories, and we upload 4 options from each category onto the internet, which is how you know it's legitimate.
Right.
And then you, the good people, vote. Some of you vote once, some of you vote several times across several different platforms, and some of you vote with increased voting power if you're signed up for our Patreon.
Right.
Those are the people with all the power.
Literally all the power.
And as we mentioned in the last episode, the Patreon tiers are actually shifting around a little bit, and now you can have voting power worth 3 votes, and you can also have voting power worth 5 votes. So head over to Patreon, check that out, and the link for that will be posted below in the show notes. This week, we we did a category based on one of my favorite directors.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
And it's weird. I feel like it's almost cliche to say that. I feel like it's almost cliche to say, "Oh, I love Tim Burton," and people,
but
people
why?
don't.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I think it's because, I think initially, Tim Burton was very niche.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But all things that are niche eventually become over niched.
Yeah.
I don't know,
over popularized. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just becomes you're just another one of those kids that wears Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirts, and it's but I don't blindly follow. There's a couple of Tim Burton movies I don't really like, so
for sure.
So no,
I kind of get that too, whether it be filmmakers or whatnot. But something that I enjoy is finding something that maybe not the masses follow, and it's just I like it because it's a little off the beaten path. And you're not one of those fanboys. You like Tim Burton at times because of the Tim Burtonism, not hey everyone else is saying it or hey it's the most popular thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just genuinely like the style. I like other films. There are other films like Coraline. Tim Burton had nothing to do with Coraline. I really like Coraline, right? And it's got the same kind of gothic, creepy, twisted kind of feels. I just like that stuff.
Sure.
But I feel like that's happening more and more. Here's another example.
Okay.
If I were to ask you, who is your favorite Batman villain?
Okay.
And let's say, for genuine, well thought out, you could provide me a full, what's the paper you write if you're going for your PhD?
A thesis?
No, it starts with a D.
Oh, dissertation.
Dissertation. Yeah, I couldn't get the word dysentery out of my head. That definitely wasn't it.
That's Ooh. Yeah.
That's different.
That's totally different.
But you could have a full dissertation on why that's the case, on why you genuinely think that Joker is, he's just your favorite.
Right. Sure.
I feel like even with all that, to just the general public, to someone just generally asking you who's your favorite Batman villain, do you not feel like a fool? Or just kind of a tag along, just a follower, not a leader, if you say Joker.
Yeah.
You do. People go, well, yeah, what a throwaway answer. You didn't put any thought into that.
Yeah.
So it's one of the reasons being a big fan of Tim Burton is known to be a part of me, a part of my identity.
Yep.
But I don't really advertise it anymore just because it doesn't. It's oh yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. It doesn't hold the same meaning it once did, maybe.
Right. So we uploaded 4 options from the Tim Burton category, and you all voted.
Very much so.
Y'all voted.
Y'all come back now.
And I have to say, I'm a little disappointed with the results. What got picked is the one that I least wanted to get picked. Now, let me be clear.
Sure.
There were no wrong choices on this list.
Fair enough.
However, there was only one film on this list that you had seen before.
Correct. Yeah. And it was this.
And that's the one that got picked. Yeah. So that's why I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I had the fantasy of broadening your Tim Burton
landscape
catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't happen this time, but sure as shit it will happen
again
moving forward at some point
for sure.
So yeah.
Cool.
So, Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Also, if you're new to the show, there's going to be spoilers.
Oh,
if you haven't seen Sweeney Todd, get your life together. And if you have seen it, great. Welcome. I want to start with a question.
Sure.
Can you name a musical
Sure.
that is better suited for Tim Burton than this musical? Like, if Tim Burton's going to direct a musical, is Sweeney Todd not obviously that musical?
Right.
Grease by Sweeney Todd. Well, who cares?
Gosh, no.
I mean, well, at this point, Cats by,
Yeah.
Although that film was scary enough. So
for various different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, can you think of anything
Nothing
that's like
comes to
dark enough
mind.
to be?
I mean, because this lends itself to a very dark place just right off the bat. Like, it's not an interpretation.
Easily.
It's not there's various interpretations of movies that have a different spin than previous adaptations. Like this is just as cookie cutter dark as it gets.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not to say like Tim Burton certainly. It's not to say that this film would have turned out this way no matter who did it. Like, Tim Burton definitely lives and breathes his stylistic choices into this film.
Yep, that's true.
It could have been much different through costume design, character design.
Even just brutality, like there could have just been variations on the pan shots or what was shown,
different ways it was done.
Yeah, for sure, that's true.
So typically more recently we've been working through the plot of a film and kind of commenting on it and bashing it and saying all kinds of fun things as we go. Mm-hmm. This time we're in kind of a unique position. Mm. Where instead we can actually work through the track list. We can work through the soundtrack of a movie and still hit all of the major plot points.
For sure.
So we're going to do that.
Heck yeah.
So, I mean, the first song is the opening title sequence.
Yes.
And you've got a sequence with the blood running down through the sewers, through the gutters, through gears, and it feels similar to other opening credits that Tim Burton has done. It's very reminiscent of the Edward Scissorhands one, where it starts out and you're watching the cookies being made, and the different machines and all this stuff.
Yep.
It's also rather reminiscent of his version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Ooh, I have not
which
seen.
It starts out and okay.
Yeah.
Well, I won't spoil anything from that for you then. But yeah, it's similar. This kind of opening, and it's good. Like, this song immediately, it's all instrumental, but it definitely sets the tone for the film.
Right.
And that tone musically is a very big sounding orchestral thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, musically, this film is very impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure. With the exception of Johnny Depp's musical talent.
How so?
I think some people I think would critique his singing voice individually.
Oh really? Okay. Well, I mean, we'll get into that. Yeah. But
to be honest, I thought it was fine. Like, literally, I was like on Wikipedia, and apparently there was some negative reception to it. And I was like, actually,
yeah, I mean,
there's a lot worse. Anyway, he was fine.
Yeah,
to me.
I mean, Johnny Depp. I don't know. Well, let's get into it now.
Sure.
Johnny Depp started out in Hollywood in a band,
right?
And Johnny Depp is in a band now. He's the lead singer of the Hollywood Vampires with what was it? Oh shit, who's in that? Let me pull this up. It's really impressive.
Oh really? It's like the who's who of
Hollywood Vampires. And they just play like rock stuff. They do some covers. They've got some of their own tracks. Members: Alice Cooper.
Oh wow.
Johnny Depp. Yep. Joe Perry, who is the lead guitarist for Aerosmith.
Wow.
Like, it's a, yeah.
Like this, it's not just like the neighborhood kids that play in their mom's garage kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. And here's the question I would pose to you and to anyone who critiqued Johnny Depp in this.
Sure.
Like, look at the character he's playing.
Sure.
And how he's playing it.
Yep.
Would you have bought it if it was this highly trained, beautiful, completely on pitch, or is the fact that it's got kind of a rough, like wavering kind of sound to it, a part of, I don't know, to me it's like, yeah, that he doesn't have this beautiful voice.
Oh no. I think you're quite right. Like I was fine with it. I'm just saying that I guess it got some reception, negative reception, and I think you make a valid point.
Well, people are dumb. Not all people. Some people.
Just some.
So the next song is "No Place Like London." So it opens up. They're on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
You have Sweeney Todd, and you have Anthony Hope or Anthony, if you're saying it in the Johnny Depp Cockney kind of accent.
And just two polar opposite people as far as
two very opposite people,
what they've seen or haven't seen, or how they feel and don't feel, and you know.
And so it's exactly, so this scene kind of reveals to us that Anthony is he's ready to see the world. He's young, he's excited,
vibrant.
He's saying, you know,
just,
the whole there's no place like London. Yep. Like, man, like I'm excited to be in London.
Right.
I think he's is he American? No, he's not.
I think he's
British
returning.
Still,
I think he's just returning.
He's returning, and it's just what a you know, he's young and he's naive. And but Sweeney Todd's perspective is, you're right. There is no place like London.
Yeah.
There's no place where they treat you like dirt, and it's all about survival of the fittest and capitalism and you know, be there for someone until it no longer suits your purposes, and then knife them when they're not looking kind of environment.
Just everything wrong with humanity embodied by London.
Yeah. And so, like Johnny says, or Sweeney says in this scene, he says, "You are young. Life has been kind to you.
Right.
You will learn." I may quote. So for the record, I know every word to every song in this movie.
Because you've said before you drive to Dunkin' Donuts with this soundtrack in your car.
Oh yeah. The soundtrack lives in my car.
That's cool.
I've seen the movie maybe 10 times.
Sure.
I've heard the soundtrack at least 10 times more than that. And so that's 100 times for people who are bad at math. So I may quote lyrics a couple of times.
That's cool. I'll definitely be reliant upon that, because this is the second time I've watched the movie. And I don't think I even watched it in complete fullness the first time, because there were some parts that I was surprised by when I watched this.
Okay. Yeah. So the other thing that's revealed in this scene, so he kind of thanks Anthony.
Sure.
He says, "I'd like to thank you. Had you not spotted me, I'd still be lost out in the ocean."
Yes.
So Anthony's a sailor. Anthony's got his own boat.
Yep.
And he has... Johnny's been lost at sea. Sweeney's been lost at sea.
Sure.
And
also,
Anthony
just
is
for
kind of
just for the listeners, if we say Johnny at some point, it's synonymous. Just go with it.
It is what it is, right? If I say Campbell Bauer, I'm talking about Anthony. You know.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So Anthony, they leave the ship, and Anthony kind of senses some distaste, something's troubling Sweeney Todd.
Sure.
And he asks him, you know, "What's up? Are you all right?"
As if this whole crapping on London introduction song wasn't a hint enough. He picks up on the subtext of, hey.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe you're upset about something. You want to talk it out?
Hey, I've noticed something is off about you.
Yeah. And so he kind of tells a story.
Sure.
And he tells it in the third person.
Okay.
He says, there was this. He tells a story. There was a barber, and the barber had this beautiful wife, and he had a daughter.
Yep.
Like a baby, newborn daughter.
Sure.
But the barber was very naive.
Mm.
The barber's name being Benjamin Barker.
Right.
And he's super naive. And so there's a judge in town. And this all takes place, this is like the 1800s. This is, I would say mid to late, like I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But my guess would be like 1870s.
Yeah, I'd
maybe. Or no, earlier. It would definitely be earlier. So it was written.
You could make arguments, yeah.
So the first time the character Sweeney Todd appears anywhere ever is in the 1840s.
Oh, so yeah.
The story is approaching 200 years old.
Right. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It is.
But yeah, so it's let's say mid 1800s.
We could even just be nondescript or non-specific and say like late industrial revolution, just because there's like black smog everywhere and it's not pleasant.
Okay. Anyways, sometime in the 1800s.
Sure.
And so there's a judge who's quite a bit older.
Yeah.
I would say.
Named
maybe 20 years older, named Judge Turpin.
I thought it was Judge Snape.
Yeah. So it's played by the incredible Alan Rickman.
Emphasis on incredible.
Which is another interesting, like, so far, two of our actors that we've talked about, Johnny Depp and Alan Rickman, are neither of them are strangers to Tim Burton movies.
Sure. Yep.
Okay. And some people might scoff at the idea of casting Johnny Depp in a musical. Who thinks to cast Alan Rickman in a musical?
Yeah.
But any of the scenes that he's singing in, it's wonderful.
Oh, for sure.
Because again, it's believable because you're going, these are just guys,
right,
who are singing about stuff. It's not this like Glee thing where you go, holy shit, how do all these teenagers have this incredible talent? Right.
Or the whole, it's not like the surrounding ensemble like joins in and starts tap dancing. It's just like two dudes singing in a barbershop.
Yeah, there's no big like group musical numbers in this film. And so there's this judge, and the judge has got a thing for Benjamin's wife.
Sure does.
Lucy.
Yeah. No two ways around it.
Yeah. No, Lucy's the daughter.
Lucy's the daughter. The wife's name was...
No. Lucy is the wife. Joanna is the daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
Joanna's the daughter. Lucy's the
Correct.
wife. So he's got the hots for Lucy. And so what he does...
He has the hots for them both eventually, but... Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Wow. So what he does is he basically sends he runs Benjamin Barker out of town on crap charges.
Hopped up charges, yeah.
Yeah, basically comes up with some, you did this and you did this. Maybe he plants some evidence, maybe whatever.
Sure.
But basically runs him out of town.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the end of Sweeney's telling of this story. And Anthony asks, and the lady, sir, did she succumb? And he says, that was a really long time ago. I don't know if anyone would even know at this point. It's probably a story that's been lost to time. Because it's maybe been, it's like 15 years
Oh,
says.
yeah.
Since this story's happened. And so anyways, he kind of bids Anthony farewell. He thanks him again.
Sure.
And he says, if you're looking for me, I'm guessing I'll be somewhere in the vicinity of Fleet Street.
Yeah.
And that's good. They kind of go their separate ways. There's a fun transition that happens here with the camera kind of going through the streets, and it goes from, I don't know, they probably arrive at like 1 o'clock in the morning at the harbor. And then it kind of moves through the city as you're kind of time lapsing, and it becomes daytime, morning time. And he arrives upon a pie shop, a meat pie shop. And he goes in, and that's where he meets Mrs. Lovett. And Mrs. Lovett is played by Helena Bonham Carter.
Of course it is.
Yeah, because it's when you're married to the director, you get a lot of a lot of perks.
You get a lot of jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think they were married at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not exactly sure what year Tim Burton and Helena got married, but so anyways, and she owns this pie shop, and the song, it immediately goes into a song called "The Worst Pies in London."
Right.
And she
I'm
basically,
just going to stop you here. Like I think I'm not going to put this movie in my top 10 or 15 musicals of all time. It's just not my favorite. But for a movie that I find so dreary and depressing, all these, like most of these songs, with the exception of a couple, are very like catchy, entertaining, and like I could see myself singing to, like, on my way to work.
Oh yeah,
like,
I do.
It's a very weird contradiction of, like, I generally find this movie unpleasant, but yet the music is actually very well done, and just, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's a compliment to the actual soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, worst pies in London,
which is basically just her denouncing her own, like acknowledging
yeah, like,
business is bad, and business is bad because I make shit pies. Like,
exactly. This is so derogatory to oneself, just to,
like, she says it's, and as she's making it, there's like cockroaches climbing into pies that she's she's putting the top on and sticking in the oven, and crushing other cockroaches with her rolling pin, and then proceeding to roll out dough.
As one does, really.
And so it's really gross. And Johnny eats a little, and there's a brilliant piece of acting here. I really, really, really like the facial expressions that Johnny makes in reaction to him tasting one of the pies. And then she gives him some ale, which he also doesn't, it seems like maybe it's gone off. This place is really run down. It doesn't receive any customers.
It probably gets some pretty bad reviews on, like, TripAdvisor.
Yeah. And during the song, she acknowledges that there's another woman in town who has a pie shop named Mrs. Mooney. And Mrs. Mooney's business is booming. However, she's kind of been noticing that coincidingly with Mrs. Mooney's business booming, all of the neighborhood cats are going missing.
Interesting.
And so
weird.
So the assumption is that Miss Mooney is using cat meat. Because an issue she kind of brings up is cat, like, or not cat meat, but meat in general, whatever meat it is that she's been using, pork or beef, is expensive.
Sure.
Particularly expensive when you don't have any customers. You don't have any money coming in.
Right.
So the less people who come, the worse the pies get, and the worse the pies get, the less people come. She got herself.
It's a vicious circle.
She got herself a real catch-22 there. Yeah. And so she finishes her song, and and acknowledges again, takes another jab at her pies, and she says, "You're gonna need a lot more than ale to wash the taste of that out of your mouth." And she says, "Come in the other room. I'll give you some gin."
Sure.
I guess gin was big in London in the 1800s because gin is a reoccurring theme.
Oh yeah, it was.
In this movie, and I fully acknowledge that I'm in the minority when I say this, but
Sure.
oh my god, gin is good. Like
I
as
thought you were
as
gonna
a drink
say,
of choice. Oh man.
Huh.
Like I'll drink it straight. Like people see like, oh, they're just drinking it straight from that's disgusting. And I'm like, no, man. Put that on a little ice with maybe just squeeze a little lime juice into it. You got yourself.
Do you find it has like a medicinal taste? Like just tastes like
it has a pine taste. It tastes like pine. And that's from the juniper berries. Anyways, so he comments on her song.
Sure.
He says, if times are so hard, why don't you rent out the room that you've got over the shop?
Sure. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And she says, well, I would, but no one's going to rent that room because people think it's haunted. It's got there's sort of a stigma around it.
Sure.
People say something really awful. There's a legend about that room. Some awful things happened.
Sure.
And so, okay, well, spill the beans. What happened? And she kind of recaps what Sweeney Todd saying about Benjamin Barker and Lucy, but then continues it on past the point where Sweeney Todd was removed.
Yeah.
Or where Benjamin Barker, was removed.
Sorry, yeah. Continues the story.
Yeah. She says there was a barber. But what's interesting is like when Sweeney Todd is singing, there's a lot of really cool symmetry that happens in this movie. And there's a lot of really cool two different sides of one coin happening at the same time. So she sings this song called Poor Thing. And Poor Thing is to the exact same tune as, or more or less, as of Sweeney Todd's telling of the story. Right? So they kind of reuse the song, but they change the words.
Sure.
And so when Sweeney Todd is singing about it, he talks about how Lucy was beautiful and the baby was wonderful.
Right.
And Benjamin Barker was just so naive. But she was beautiful.
Right.
And virtuous, he says. And then Mrs. Lovett tells the story. And when Mrs. Lovett tells the story with the same tune, she sings that Benjamin Barker was beautiful and that Lucy was silly. And she was this prissy little, just this insignificant, didn't deserve him kind of thing, right?
Right.
And takes a lot of sympathy, right? So the judge saw how beautiful she was.
Sure.
And had him transported for life, she says. Kicks him out, gets rid of him.
Sure.
And then once he's gone, daily the judge comes by Rapunzel style, and basically calls up to the tower, calls up to the room through to the window, and begs for her indulgence. And she won't give it to him. She got no interest. She doesn't maybe she doesn't know that the judge is the one that got rid of the husband, right? Or that it was, and so she's just sad and she's lonely and she's depressed and she's and so he comes up with this plan and he invites her to a ball. He throws a big ball.
Ugh, yeah.
And she goes, and it's a masked ball. They're all wearing masks.
Yeah.
And she finally finds Judge Turpin at the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and in front of everyone,
Yeah.
Judge Turpin proceeds to rape her.
Yeah, what a horrible thing.
And she sings that because everyone else assumes in this moment that Lucy's daft, that she's just she's crazy, they all stand and laugh at her.
Yeah.
So what an interesting town where
Yeah.
entertainment is, and maybe it's, I mean, wow, it's the 1800s and it's London.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I've never been to London. I don't know anything about, but, and to boot, not only because she's crazy, it's okay to laugh, but it's the judge. Like he's a figure of the town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's situations historically and currently where power is used to manipulate, and there's class distinction or gender distinction of men and women, and yeah, it's a sad world at times.
So anyways, yeah, and so as in response to hearing this, Sweeney Todd lets out a blood-curdling scream.
Oh, for sure. Like, who wouldn't?
And that confirms to Mrs. Lovett that this Sweeney Todd character is in fact Benjamin Barker, that he's returned.
True. Yeah.
She says, so it is you, Benjamin Barker. And he says, no,
No,
not Barker. That man's dead. It's Todd now, Sweeney Todd, and he will have his revenge.
Also, was I the only one who every time he said Benjamin Barker, I thought he was going to say Benjamin Button?
Yes, because I haven't seen that movie.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, maybe not the only one, but I can't help you.
Fair enough.
So she takes him upstairs. Oh, he asks. He says, "Where's Lucy? Where's my wife? What's happened to her?"
What has happened to this woman?
And Mrs. Lovett informs him that after she was somewhat humiliated in front of the entire town, she went to the local apothecary. Right. And basically drank everything that was there. She poisoned herself.
Yeah.
And so he's, now he says, okay, well, where's my daughter? And she says, Judge Turpin has her. Right. He, after Lucy poisoned herself, Lucy's gone now. And he took Joanna in as a ward.
Yes.
And so she takes him upstairs.
Well, and so here we go. So we'll get into this later because this is a spoiler show. But she reveals later that she lied to Sweeney Todd in an attempt to gain his affection and whatnot. But this is really early on in their relationship.
Let's just jump right and spoil the end there. That's
spoilers aplenty in this show,
I guess.
But my point is, like, it's not like it's a developed relationship at this point. It's just kind of like, hey, I make these crappy meat pies. There's a room for rent. Hey, you are a male, so we could have a romantic relationship at some point in this world. I'm going to lie.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's definitely a manipulator. My perception is that although she didn't make it into either of the backstory songs, she's obviously known about him for a while, maybe since back in the beginning days.
That can't be ruled out. That's fair.
And maybe would have done something pretty similar herself had she had the resources that the judge had.
Sure. Dang.
Right? Would have had Lucy removed from the picture.
Sure.
And have worked.
That's actually a fair point, and I will retract what I said.
Good. Thank you for spoiling the end for a comment that you aren't even going to stand behind. That's fantastic. So she takes him upstairs. He pulls out a creaky floorboard. He reveals his straight razors from when he was a barber. And he sings a song called My Friends. He sings it to the Blades.
Okay.
And he's singing about how beautiful they are and how they will have revenge. and how wonderful their friendship and relation's going to be. He's sorry he left them, but now he's home. And soon they're going to drip precious red rubies.
So just to be clear, he's come back for revenge. Like, that is his goal.
Oh, yeah. Well, he came back to reclaim his wife and daughter.
Right. But
now it's revenge.
Now it's revenge, yeah.
Because now, and I mean, he'll reclaim his daughter is the plan. But his wife's poisoned herself. Sure. And so he can't reclaim her. And so now it's revenge. Okay. While he's singing to the Blades, she's singing to him. It's kind of not a duet because they're singing at the same time. And it's written very craftfully that, like, every so often in a line they'll sing the same word at the same time, but they're actually singing. She's singing about that. Basically, what he's singing to the Blades, she's singing to him. Right. But in a, we can have this beautiful life together. Like, she's at this point, she's full on saying,
yeah, right.
This is going to be wonderful.
She's on the romance train.
Yeah. So that kind of ends. And there's this really cool, he finishes the song and he extends his arm and holds it out in the air. And he says, at last, my arm is complete again. And the music does all the stuff. And then we cut to the judge's house.
Right.
And the first song that I don't like plays.
Oh, really?
Which is Greenfinch and Linnet Bird.
Okay.
Sung by Joanna. I just find her voice very irritating. I find her entire character irritating. And I find this song useless.
From like collectively, like all around, just annoying.
Just annoying. And the portrayal of it annoying.
Sure.
And this song for the most part is useless.
Yeah, I can't even really put my finger on it. It didn't stick out to me too much.
It doesn't really further the plot. It maybe gives you a little bit of insight into what her mindset is, but I can't even speak about that fully because I can't not focus on how irritating I find the song. Right? So
right.
So then there's a song, and it's very short, called Alms Alms, which is sung by a street woman, a crazy beggar
woman.
Yeah. And she's basically asking for, money for the poor.
Yep.
And it lasts like a minute, and that's it. It's over.
Sure.
And so Anthony happens to be walking along just as Joanna's song is wrapping up, and he spots Joanna and instantly loves her.
I mean, love at first sight, I guess.
Most beautiful thing he's ever seen.
He has just been on a ship for God knows how long.
He's seen a lot of fish. And so he sings a song, Joanna, which I don't even know at this point how he knows what the hell her name is. But
hey, that's not important.
But whatever. The judge catches him singing.
Yeah.
About his Joanna. Pulls him inside. Offers him some niceties at first, which turns into GTFO. If I you gandered at my ward. I did. Yes, sir. You gandered. And if you do it again, we're gonna have issues.
We're gonna have issues. Yeah.
Throws him out. Gets his kind of like creepy slave guy played by Timothy Plant, I think. Is his name?
Yeah.
Timothy
Spall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Timothy
Spall.
What'd you call him? His slave guy?
Who now Timothy's lost. He's lost a lot of weight, and he
in real life.
in real life, and he looks really good. Now.
He looks so much better than in the movie.
Which is so funny because he, like, between this and Harry Potter and a couple other films, he's one of those actors, kind of like Steve Buscemi, who's the crazy looking guy from all the Adam Sandler movies.
Right, yeah.
So one of those guys that often, like, what are the phone calls? The phone calls are, we have a movie, we need someone who looks repulsive. And like, we have a repulsive character, right? Like, is it Timothy Spall? I feel like for a really long time was typecast as a repulsive guy.
We need someone who looks like a rat, like the embodiment of a rat.
Exactly.
Just looks grotesque, has teeth coming out, will eat you alive, will give you the plague.
Yeah. So he throws him out.
Sure, yeah.
And he's got like black eye, bloody nose.
Yeah.
You know, knocked out one of his incisors. But he continues to sing. Nothing gets Anthony down. He finishes his Joanna song despite all, you know. Then we cut back. A day or two has passed, and Sweeney Todd and Mrs. Lovett are headed down into the town center to the town square. There's like a market, right? They're probably going to go get some supplies and stuff. And there's a traveling, like a merchant cart. And there's a little boy, and he's singing about Pirelli's Miracle Elixir, which is a hair tonic.
Sure.
A miracle hair tonic. And I really like this song. The thing I like the most about this song, I think, is the brief lines from Sweeney Todd and Mrs. Lovett. It was just this, like, you know, smells like ink, or smells like piss, looks like piss. This is piss. Like, what is gross, kind of. So, anyways,
the Tim Burton version of if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Yeah.
And so that song ends, and out emerges a guy named Adolfo Pirelli, and he is pissed off that someone's been doubting his elixir, saying that his elixir looks like piss.
Throwing shade publicly.
Yeah. And Pirelli is played by Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes.
And so he sings this song, like this quick little introduction song of himself. It lasts like 20 seconds. And he said he calls out, like, who has said that my elixir is piss? Who's saying this? And Sweeney Todd says, I do. He says, I'm Mr. Sweeney Todd from Fleet Street. I have opened a bottle of Pirelli's elixir, and I say to you that it is nothing but an errant fraud concocted of piss and ink. And furthermore, Signor Pirelli, I have serviced no kings, yet I wager that I can shave a cheek with 10 times the dexterity of any street mountebank. And see, that's I know the movie so well. And challenge, so they have a contest. And Pirelli just kind of sings about all the stuff he's done. He shaved the Pope. He's amazing. He's so great.
That's cool.
Beetle Bamford, which is the guy played by Timothy Spall, he happens to be there for some reason, and he judges the whole thing.
Yep.
Todd wins. Good for him.
Yeah. He really needed one victory. He had.
And so this scene all kind of wraps up basically with a conversation between Todd and the Beetle, and him basically saying, the Beetle says, "Oh, you're really good at this. I've been looking for a new barber. And Todd's like, okay, well, this is my address. Drop me a line. Yeah.
Night or day.
And so, and Pirelli's kind of pissed. Pirelli's kind of feeling like I got outdone by this guy. Mm-hmm. And so they go back. Todd and Lovett go back, and Todd's he's impatient.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because the Beatle has said, before the week is out, I'll come. You'll see me before the week's out. And so he says, before the week's out, that's what the Beatles said. Why didn't he? Why isn't he come? Where is he? Well, and
it's
so
been 2 days.
Yeah, and she's like, who says the week's out? It's only Tuesday. Like,
yeah,
calm your shit, man.
Yeah.
And
you need to pull yourself together, lad.
And so then literally she sings a song called "Wait."
Mm-hmm.
And this to me is another one of the. I don't dislike this song. I don't think I dislike any of the songs as much as I dislike the Green Finch song. But okay. This song to me just isn't super memorable.
Okay. Yeah.
She just basically says, wait.
Yeah.
All good things come to those who wait. Half the fun of the plan is planning the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. It's like a 3.5 minute song that can be summed up by the title. just wait. Be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Then the judge announces to the Beatle that in order to protect her from the dangers of the world, he has decided to marry. He's decided to marry Joanna, his ward.
Right.
Todd's daughter.
Yep.
And the Beatle says, that's wonderful news. Congratulations. And he said, it's funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed not very excited when I told her.
I actually wrote this down. When I offered myself to her, she showed a certain reluctance.
Yeah. And instead of the Beatle saying, well, you're 50 years older than her.
I mean, yeah.
And keep her imprisoned.
I mean, there's a whole list of reasons why it's weird.
He said, he sings a song. He's got a song called Ladies in Their Sensitivities. And he basically says, you're not looking your best. You've got some stubble. There's powder on your coat. And so if you do, you need to change your cologne. And if you do these things, and if you do these things, she will lose her self-control. And she'll bow to your every desire.
Yeah.
So get a shave. And so he says, okay, that's what a good idea. And so he ends up...
As a random side note, this movie has ruined... have you ever gone to get a professional shave somewhere? You've been at a mall where there's a barber?
No, I haven't.
I don't think I ever can because of this movie.
Oh, I absolutely would. Yeah, well, yeah.
No, I cannot.
Especially in London. By a guy with a big white streak in his hair. Oh, I'd be beside myself. I'd be absolutely, sign me up. Because there's no way. There's no way he's acting. Anyways.
So yeah, he goes to get a shave.
Yeah, he basically takes the Beatles' appointment.
Yeah.
And here ensues one of the greatest songs called Pretty Women. And it's a duet between Johnny Depp and Alan Rickman, and basically...
Wait, I thought it was a duet between him and Richard Gere.
No, close.
Yeah.
Close. Richard Gere's not in this, although that would be...
Oh, that's a different Pretty Women, sorry.
Yeah. Also, actually, just prior to this, Pirelli has shown up.
Yes.
And he has revealed that he isn't actually Italian. He's British. And that he that he remembers Sweeney Todd. He knows who Sweeney Todd. He recognizes him as Benjamin Barker. He kind of job shadowed in Barker's shop years ago.
Like literally stood in or sat in the corner watching him.
And doesn't so much recognize him, but definitely recognizes the razors. Because they've got sort of some cool embroidering on the in the handles. And
they say badass.
Yeah. Gangster for life. And so he basically threatens to blackmail Sweeney Todd. Right? He says,
extort, blackmail, yeah.
I'll keep this quiet, but you owe me whatever a certain % of all your earnings moving forward.
Yeah, that's not a good move on his part.
And instead of saying yes, he hits him over the face with a hot kettle.
Yeah.
And keeps him in a chest for a little bit, and then subsequently slits his throat.
Yes.
With one of the razors. And so the judge shows up. And Sweeney puts on a jacket to cover the blood all over his sleeve. Mm-hmm. And they sing this Pretty Women song, which is interesting because they're both singing about the same woman.
Mm-hmm. For very different reasons.
Well, no, yes and no. Okay. I guess Turpin at this point is singing about Joanna. And Todd is probably singing about both. He's singing about Joanna, but he's also singing about Lucy.
True.
And so he's asking him questions like, and who is your intended sir? And he says, my ward. And she's pretty as a rosebud. And this great line where Sweeney Todd says, pretty as her mother. And he says, what?
Pardon?
What was that? And he goes, nothing, sir. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Shall we continue? And he's just about ready.
Sure.
And he's just about to kill him. He's just about to slit his throat with the thing. And Anthony bursts in to tell Sweeney Todd about this Joanna girl who he needs to capture and take. And he kind of like bursts through the door mid-sentence.
Yeah.
And so as a result, Turpin gets up and leaves because he says, as for you, Barber, it's all too clear whose company you keep. I wish you all the best business. You'll have none of mine. Basically, and then issues another warning, like, I'll kill you, boy. Like, you come anywhere, come anywhere near my daughter, soon to be wife, we'll have issues.
Listen here, boy.
Yeah. Now, one of my favorite two songs happened at this point.
Okay.
Mrs. Lovett, who's just been downstairs with Toby, who is the boy that was singing about the miracle elixir, was kind of the slave boy of Pirelli, but now Pirelli's dead. So, and Toby doesn't know that. Toby's just told that he's been called out of town on some business.
He had to join the circus, and he surprisingly believes that.
Yeah, and so Toby's downstairs drinking all the gin. He's like 11.
That kid can put it down.
And she comes up because there's all this banging and shouting and this, that, and the other thing. She says, what's going on? And Sweeney sings one of my two favorite songs in this movie.
Okay.
Tied for first place, favorite songs, called Epiphany.
Sure.
And it's literally what it is. He starts out, the song has several different phases to it. It starts out and he's upset. He says, I had him. Why did I wait? His throat was there beneath my hand. I had him. His throat was there and he'll never come again. So he feels like his chance is gone. He blew it. Then he has a little bit of a rage. He goes into a section. We all deserve to die. Yeah. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit.
Some ties to the London song from the beginning.
Yeah. And the pity of the world inhabit it, but not for long. They all deserve to die. Even you, even me, everybody. We all,
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, the lives of the wicked should be made brief. For the rest of us, death will be a relief. Like it's very this, and so it's basically in the song that he commits like I'm going to kill the judge, and the beetle.
Sure.
And in the meantime, I'll practice on the throats of anyone who comes in for a shave.
Which, yeah,
I will get him back even as he gloats. In the meantime, I'll practice on less honorable throats.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the Boy Scout of Fleet
the Captain
Street
America here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit more palatable if he was like, okay, I'm going to draw my revenge on these two people. I'm not condoning revenge or murder. But I think just as a fictional story, it's a little easier to swallow just if it was that. When he crosses the line of like, and then I'm just going to kill like literally anyone who crosses this doorstep. It gets... Yeah,
but I think the characters are all taken to a stream for the sake of entertainment. But I think in this, he's got nothing. He's got nothing to lose at this point.
Sure.
He's got nothing he's fighting for.
Yeah. But I still think it's a little selfish.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're splitting hairs.
And he's kind of given into the idea that he's lost Joanna and that's it.
Right.
Right. My Lucy lies in ashes, and I'll never hold my girl again. And so then she says, okay, calm down, come downstairs, have some gin. And he comes downstairs, and she asks, what are we going to do about Pirelli? What are we going to do about the dead guy up in your trunk? And
the skeleton in the closet, so to speak.
Yeah, and this is my other favorite song, and they happen side by side. It's like the best part of the film. He says, later on when it's dark out, we'll take him to some secret place and bury him.
Sure.
She says, oh yeah, I suppose we could do that. Seems a shame though. And he says, why is it a shame? And she says, well, I don't suppose he's got any family that's going to come poking around looking for him. And Mrs. Mooney runs her business using cat meat. And meat in general is really expensive. And so they sing a song called A Little Priest. And it's a duet, and I love this song. And the song is basically how they're singing about, okay, I'm going to kill everyone who comes.
Yeah.
And then we'll grind them up and put them into meat pies, and your business will boom. And I love this song. And honestly, you know how sometimes at wedding receptions, the first dance of a couple, they surprise everyone by having choreographed something.
Sure.
Like it's like this big impressive, and everyone's like, whoa, and they kind of form this circle around them. I have always thought, and again, this is, if this doesn't prove that I'm actually a Tim Burton guy,
nothing will.
Nothing will. I've always thought that this song would be great for a first for this, like, if you have everyone gathered around, because the whole song is looking at different people and talking about eating them about putting them into pies. And so I think it'd be so great if you did that, but the people who you're talking about eating and putting into pies are all of your wedding guests who are gathered around to watch you have your first dance. I think would be incredible.
I don't know how to respond to that.
That's fine. Just tip your cap and understand that it's, So anyways,
I used to think this movie was just for people who liked kind of estranged, very like niche stories. And it obviously is, but I think like when I first saw this maybe 10 years ago, I don't think I realized that it was based on an older piece of literature.
Oh yeah, there's like Broadway plays and
plays and like even the original story from the 1800s. So like my first narrative was, what a silly movie that's just for Tim Burtonites who just want something that's really artsy fartsy.
Oh,
and
no.
Like when you write out, like, just on a piece of paper, some guy who murders people and makes them into meat pies, it's like, what? But yeah, my point is, I guess it's astonishing how big a lore this whole story is based off of, and then this movie was made.
And not only that, it's never been substantiated, but ever since it's come out, or, you know, like the story itself, there have always been, as long as the story's been around, there have always been claims that that he was a real guy who committed these crimes in the early 1800s.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some reading on that. I think there's like controversy about how true it is, but it's still interesting.
But some people think it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They do a reprise of Joanna, which is kind of a montage moment. So it's basically the whole point of this song is to show you that he's killing everyone.
Yep.
With the exception of the one guy. There's one guy who, like, you get used to him slitting throats, sort of this montage of him singing and slitting these throats. And then there's one that he starts shaving and it cuts away and you can see while he's got a wife and kid that's sitting there watching. So he can't very well, because they'd start running and screaming and all this stuff. And on top of that, her business is booming. Like, this arrangement is working out really, really well.
Yeah, from some perspectives.
Yeah. And so, so he basically, he concedes, I'm not going to get my wife back. I'm not going to get my daughter back.
Sure.
This is me now.
The
world has done nothing but step on me. So I'm going to take out as much as I can on my way down. I'm going to go down in a blaze of glory.
There's all these themes of virtue and naive virtue and the world ruining what's fair and fragile. And then at this point, Sweeney Todd has seen so much stuff that he is just like a bull in a china shop, and he's just taking down whoever he can.
Yeah, exactly. It's around this time that the judge has kind of decided, like, she's like, I have no interest in marrying you. I'm leaving. And he says, okay, well, I'll have you locked up.
It's obviously because he didn't get a shave.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't finish the shave, no.
Yeah, that's right.
And so he has her locked up. And not just anywhere.
No.
Where does he have her locked up? Do you know the answer?
At an asylum.
Which asylum?
Ooh, I don't know.
This is a fun piece of history. This is he has her locked up in an actual genuine asylum.
Ooh, interesting.
A historic asylum that has cultural
significance.
Legs.
Interesting. I don't know the answer.
He has her locked up in an asylum, in an old famous London asylum called Bedlam.
Oh, interesting.
And so you've heard the term Bedlam used. Yeah. So the asylum is Bedlam.
Cool.
Yeah. And so she's locked up. And Anthony catches wind of this. There's a song that happens called God, That's Good, which is to the same tune as Pirelli's Elixir, and it's Toby singing it again. And this time, instead of singing about the elixir, he's singing about the meat pies. And Toby's got no clue. That
no clue.
That there's feet in the meat, basically.
Quite literally.
Yeah. And so then there's a song called By the Sea, which is basically, again, it's kind of a throwaway song. It's her singing about how happy she is, and she's planning out a life with the three of them, and she's going to marry him, which is a great scene when he asks, like, will you take her to be your lawfully wedded wife? And he kind of does this like little nod thing, and then they kiss, and he like makes a face, and then it's this little peck. It's that scene's so great. But the whole time he's disinterested in all of this. He's got no interest in this. His main focus is still killing the judge.
Revenge. Oh, so not interested. Yeah.
And he's lost sight of killing the judge to rescue his daughter. He just killed the judge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's he's just seeing, all he sees is blood at this point.
He's so fixated on it.
Yeah. Then at this point, Todd and Anthony come up with a plan to rescue Joanna.
Sure.
And get them to sail off away forever. And it's unclear if Todd's plan after Anthony rescues Joanna is for him to kill Anthony.
Say that again.
It seems unclear. So the plan seems to be that Anthony will go to Bedlam.
Yep.
Posing as a wig maker, because all the finest London wig makers get their hair from the Bedlam girls. And the girls are actually segregated in different rooms based on hair color. There's a room of blondes, there's a room of redheads, there's a room of brunettes. Mm-hmm. And so the plan is that he'll go do that, and then they'll sail away, they'll run off together, and everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's unclear, and could be hypothesized, that the real plan that Anthony's unaware of is once he does that and brings her back there, he'll kill Anthony so that Anthony doesn't try to take his daughter either. And then he'll have his Joanna.
Interesting. Yeah, potentially.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
And so he does this. There's a lot that kind of happens here really quick.
Sure.
Toby sings a song to Mrs. Lovett called "Not While I'm Around." Toby's kind of, he still doesn't know that there's feet in the meat, but he's got suspicions about Todd.
He's getting some vibes.
Yeah, he's
about
like
this whole situation.
I don't think he's a great guy. And Mrs. Lovett's like, "How dare you say that? He gives us a good life. He provides for us."
Listen here, you snot-nosed
Shut your
brat.
damn mouth, you dirty.
Yeah. Last time I give you gin.
Yeah, exactly. You sailor. And and so that's all fine and dandy. She says, "I have a new job for you."
Yeah.
And she takes him down into the basement, the cellar, the creepy cellar, which has like it's like really cool old cobblestone architecture.
Sure.
Because the cellar's got like direct access to these massive sewers and like all this cool.
Yeah.
But so anyways, takes him down and says, I need you to turn this crank to grind the meat, and then you put the meat into the pies, and then the pies go in the oven, only so many at a time. Don't muck it up.
Yeah, come on, boy.
And she leaves and locks the door. Locks him in.
Sure.
And kind of shows remorse.
Yeah.
Like, she's a little upset that she's had to do that. Todd, at this point, who knows where Todd is? He's gone to go run an errand or do something.
Sure. Which, like, do we really need Kleenex at this time of night? Like, just...
Exactly.
Did you need to run this errand?
Coronavirus. I got to buy all the toilet paper.
No, I will not take that. Like, even if it's the plague, you've just lynched your woman out of prison, out of an asylum. You need to get the heck out of there, not just, hey, let's gather our things.
Well, no, because he's still got to kill the judge.
Todd
still has to kill the judge. Yeah, so Todd's not home. And Anthony
I'm talking about Anthony. Like, Anthony goes to run an errand. He should just leave with Johanna. Like,
goes to, what's he do? He goes, no, so Todd's off running an errand.
Yeah.
Joanna and Anthony come back. Anthony goes to get Todd. He tells Joanna, wait here.
Okay.
Todd comes back. Doesn't... Joanna, for some reason, hides in the trunk. The judge comes in looking for them.
Yep.
And he says, he lies to him. He says, he's just gone off to do this. He's very sorry.
She's had a change of heart.
She's
loves
seen
you.
her ways. Yeah, she's seen the error in her ways. And she's very excited to be with you. And he says, really?
Oh.
Because he's an idiot.
Wow. He is a fool.
And then Sweeney Todd says, how about a shave? And he says, why not? We didn't finish our song. And so they sit down and they start singing again.
He's like, YOLO, why not?
He reveals to him, Todd reveals at the sort of the climax of the song, reveals to Turpin, I am Benjamin Barker. And then stabs him quite violently in the neck.
Yes.
He's already killed the beetle at this point. He killed the beetle maybe a little bit ago. I missed that.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Beetle came in for a shave.
For a health inspection. And then.
Oh, yeah, he's there for a health inspection. Yeah. Because of the smell. Because there's a smell coming from the chimney, which is man meat.
Grotesque.
And lady meat.
Human meat.
Just men, I guess. He's only killed men up until this point.
Yeah,
he's only killed
this
men.
Point. Yep.
Unless, like, women are I don't... do women go to the barber to shave their legs? Like, what's...
He doesn't do perms, no.
He's not, no. That's not what a perm is, but...
No, I never said it was, but I'm just saying he doesn't do perms.
Kills the judge. And then hits, like... So this whole time, he's, like, rigged up this cool chair where he, like... hits the pedal and the chair flips back and a hole in the floor opens up and the body slides down the laundry chute into the basement.
I guess that's cool.
Oh, it's so cool. And so he does that. Then Joanna comes creeping out of her thing. And Todd comes back in. There's a lot of like running in and running out. Like it's people coming and going. Joanna's kind of been dressed up to look like a boy here. Her hair's up in the hat. She's got some soot on her face. And he mistakes her for some sailor boy. Who are you? What did you see? Forget my face. And he sends her off. Run away. Don't ever return here.
And I couldn't really remember the ending, and I really thought this was going to have some tragic twist of him killing her unknowingly. Well,
so what's interesting is at this moment, the crazy beggar woman from the street comes in.
Sure. Yep.
And she sings this stuff about how all this wickedness and stuff. And then she has a moment where she kind of stops and says, don't I know you? And he slits her throat and sends her down through the shaft.
Yeah.
And he goes downstairs to help. And they go downstairs looking for Toby.
Right. Toby's nowhere to be seen.
Toby's left because Toby has discovered a toe in the pudding and was in there when the judge's body came down.
Yes,
and so has now seen a dead body drop down too. So he's climbed down into the sewers. He's buggered off somewhere.
Wouldn't you? Like, I'm not sticking around there.
Yeah, get out of there. Todd comes down. They're loading bodies into the grinder. He goes to pull the woman over, and Mrs. Lovett's like, no, I'll get it. And he says, no, like, get off me, woman.
What? Yeah,
and
leave me alone.
Pulls her into the light of the fire and recognizes that it's his Lucy.
Yeah.
Accuses her of confronts her. You lied. And she says, no, I didn't lie. I said she poisoned herself. I never said she was dead.
Right.
Semantics. But she was crazy. So same thing.
You don't want her anyway.
Yeah, whatever. And so then they start dancing around the room. He says he kind of mimics a song from a Little Priest, right? Where he sings, Mrs. Lovett, you're a bloody wonder, eminently practical yet appropriate as always. How I've lived without you all these years, I'll never know. And they dance around, and he says, life is for the alive, my dear, so let's keep living it, really living it, really living it. And he throws her into the fire and closes the door. And then he kneels down in front of the wife that he's killed, still not knowing that his daughter was right there, and he sent her daughter off.
Yeah.
And then while all this is happening, Mrs. Lovett's dead, Lucy's dead,
Yeah.
the judge is dead, the Beatle's dead. Who knows where Anthony is?
Well, that goes back to my point. Like, Anthony, come on. You didn't have to run these errands. Let's
Right.
go.
And Joanna's been sent off wherever. While all this is happening, he's kneeling and he's crying over his wife. Toby comes up from the sewers, picks up Todd's knife,
And Toby,
slits Todd's throat.
Who's been a skeptic from the start.
Yeah, slits Todd's throat. Todd bleeds out all over Lucy's face. And the credits roll. Making this really, I would say, the sort of the epitome of a tragedy.
Yeah.
This is a tragedy. The tragedy of Sweeney Todd.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
No,
this
it's
movie.
Yeah. You know, it's not my favorite movie.
It's clearly more my cup of tea than it is yours.
For sure.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah. And that's just the way film is, subjective.
Right. I like more movies than you do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is a tragedy in every sense of the word. I mean, just from everything that happens to him to literally just bad circumstance and timing of just not knowing who was in his grasp or who he could have talked to, and his wife and daughter, and just killing one, throwing away the other, and just
Yeah.
quite unfortunate.
Righto. What's your favorite song in the movie?
That's a good question. If I had to say, maybe Pretty Woman.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's fun. It's a fun duet.
Yeah. Probably either that or No Place Like London.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Actually, okay, the more I'm looking, I'm like, oh, maybe that one too. But I'll leave it to those two. Probably those two.
Cool.
Yeah. Just so what becomes of Anthony and Johanna? Like, what do you think happens to them?
I think Joanna ends up who knows where.
Because like she comes out of the asylum and she's a changed woman. Like, she's jaded. She's seen some stuff in there. The optimism is just sucked out of her soul.
Yeah. No, I think she's gone.
So like she'll just leave without Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just taken off.
And therefore the tragedy just continues.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins. Like, literally nobody.
And literally nobody, because you know, it's not like Toby's not pretty much effed.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I just picture Tony, not Toby, but Tony coming back with like a grocery bag full of like spinach and produce, and like seeing what's happened, and like Johanna's gone, and he drops it on the ground and just yells, "No!
Darth Vader style.
I shouldn't have gone to the grocery store right now."
No.
Yeah. Anyway. I have a couple of trivia questions for you, if you so choose.
I do like when you trivialize me with Tim Burton films.
So, and these are so tricky because the balance is trying to keep it fun for the audience who wouldn't know as much as you, but also trying to stump you. So,
yeah,
we'll see where it lands.
I would say the perfect balance there is screw the audience.
Hey, words to live by.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was originally intended to direct this project prior to Tim Burton getting hold of it?
Oh gosh. Are there options?
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing.
And I also find it just weird. I just find it weird that this is a DreamWorks film. Maybe I arbitrarily associate DreamWorks films with not films like this. If that makes sense.
Right. I'm trying to think. Let's talk this out loud.
Sure. Because this is 2007.
Steven Spielberg doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no.
George Lucas doesn't make any sense.
No, not really.
Christopher Nolan doesn't make any sense.
That would have been a very different Sweeney Todd.
M. Night Shyamalan doesn't really make any sense.
No. Although he was hot around then. He was hot as heck around then. Like, he released a movie like every year in the mid-2000s.
Yeah. Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi maybe makes some sense. Sam Raimi maybe. Directors.
Yeah.
Sam Mendes. I don't know. He's done a bunch of cool stuff. I really don't know.
You know what? For fun, I'll say it's a director you've mentioned.
Okay, so it's either Sam
narrow it
Raimi.
down.
It's got to be either Sam Raimi or Sam Mendes.
Okay.
And I think Sam Raimi was busy with Spider-Man at the time, so I'm going to say Sam Mendes.
It was, yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't until 2006 that Burton had the chance to realize his long ambition of making this movie, as it was announced at that time that his appointment to replace Sam Mendes occurred.
I think that was good circumstances.
Yeah, I don't know what it would look like non-Tim Burton-y. I don't.
Because it is very Tim Burton-y. Like, the makeup, the sunken-in eyes, the big hair, the big kind of almost like brushed Edward Scissorhands hair that they have on
right
on Sweeney Todd.
And as my knowledge of this story changed, like I used to just think that this was Tim Burton finding an excuse to be weird, but then I realized no, this is based on a other literary piece of work, and it's just Tim Burton putting his touch on it, and
right.
And that I think he was the right choice. This one's a bit of some low-hanging fruit, so think you'll get it. I think you will. There are 4 actors in this film who appear in J.K. Rowling movies in the Harry Potter universe. Can you name these 4 actors?
Yes. Alan Rickman.
1.
Helena Bonham Carter.
2.
Timothy Spall.
3.
And I was struggling with the 4th one, but it's Johnny Depp.
Yes, that's the trick, right?
Because he played Grindelwald.
Yeah, in the Wild Beasts. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them universe, yeah. Mm-hmm. The last one, do you think this movie won an Oscar?
Oh, probably not. I mean, I don't know.
It was nominated for 3.
Was it not? Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's more than I thought.
It's more than I thought, too.
I didn't think it was going to get nominated for one.
Johnny Depp was nominated for Best Actor.
Tell me what it was. Tell me what the nominations were, and then I'll tell you based off that if I think one of them won.
Johnny Depp, Best Actor nomination, Best Costume, Best Art Direction.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Best Art Direction because all of the art styles in this movie, whether it's the prop design or it's some of the makeup design or it's just the use of like an orangey Tabasco sauce color and consistency for the blood.
Right.
Which is very, like, it's not realistic blood, but it really leans into that. Yeah, I'm going to go with art direction.
That is the Oscar that it won.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. I didn't know it was an Oscar-winning movie.
Yeah, it had more nominations than I thought it would.
Okay.
I gave it a 7.7 out of 10.
Wow, that's high. That's higher than I was thinking.
And it kind of falls into the same category of when we saw and reviewed Joker. It's Joker more so. Joker just made me feel so uncomfortable that it was the highest movie I ever gave a ranking to that I probably didn't want to watch or recommend again.
Right.
This movie, less so, far less so. It's not as like emotionally scarring. So I see the value in this movie, and it's an interesting movie. It's just not my favorite. So it falls into the category. If I paid money to rent this movie, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I probably wouldn't buy it, but that's just me.
But doesn't that whole thing fall apart? If it's like a 7 or something, wouldn't you go see it in the theater?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's close. It's like a 0.7 away from where it should be. This is kind of like a muddied waters one, right? It's okay. Life isn't perfect.
I don't. As per usual, I don't understand. But okay,
we don't question the ranking system. We merely bow to its will.
Right. What'd you watch this week?
What did you give it out of 10?
Oh, 11. No. I'd probably give it an 8. I think it's really solid.
Fair enough. I watched your recommendation of Wanted.
Attaboy. I mean, you've seen it before, right? You said you thought you'd seen it?
So, actually, similar to Sweeney Todd, I realized that I had not seen it, like, from start to finish.
Okay.
But there were just snippets that I wasn't familiar with.
Right.
And I watched it for what it was, just like you said, like, it's just one of those silly, over-the-top action films. I would say I didn't really like it. It's not my ideal movie, so I wouldn't say it's a good movie. But I was more into it than I was expecting to be.
Okay.
And I mean, any movie that has Morgan Freeman, you have to give some time to.
Right.
But yeah, I give it a 6.6. I wasn't like, oh, I would never watch this unless I was no Wi-Fi at the cottage and there was rain and no, it was okay.
Right. Okay.
The other movies I watched actually, coincidentally, we were talking about the Joker. I watched the second and final movie in the Christopher Nolan Batman series, The Dark Knight. Just because after that film, the series just stops and it doesn't continue.
You don't like The Dark Knight Rises?
I don't hate it, but it's not very good.
Okay.
But yeah, I watched The Dark Knight, and it'd been a while for me, and I love the Christopher Nolan Batman films, and it's held up when I watched it the other night. Still really enjoy it. Still find it captivating. And I was watching actually a Heath Ledger documentary quite recently on him, and so it was just interesting to rewatch him in one of probably his most iconic role, I'd say. So yeah, watched that. And then I think the only other film I watched was my recommendation to you. I'm trying to do a mind sweep of did I watch anything else. I watched Wanted, Dark Knight. I think just then my next one is another film with the most recent Best Actor winner, Joaquin Phoenix. It has Bryce Dallas Howard in it as well, amongst other actors. It's called The Village.
The Village, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's another dip down the M. Night Shyamalan path.
See, I need to that's my recommendation?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to in the Joaquin Phoenix category. I've never seen Gladiator.
Oh, cool.
And apparently it's one of my mom's favorite films. She's really been on me to
oh, cool.
But as previously mentioned in in a bonus episode back around Christmas time. My mom's currently in Cuba right now without me, so she can wait.
I was wondering when that
it.
previously mentioned trip was going to occur.
Yeah. And they're sending me pictures of like petting dolphins and stuff. So that's at least they're having a bad time.
What did you watch this week other than like part of your soul just evaporate from watching those pictures?
I watched Insomnia.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've come across a Christopher Nolan film that I don't like, but I also just don't care. Like, I also just don't like. I could take or leave a Christopher. Like, I don't. People go, "Oh my God, it's the new Christopher Nolan." Like, whatever.
It's kind of the Tim Burton thing where now everyone says Christopher Nolan, like it's the new
I'm like,
magic.
All right, sure. There's another one coming. Great. Having said that, I've never seen a serious role film of Robin Williams that I didn't really enjoy. So that and this one keeps that tradition alive.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I also watched. I rewatched Jojo Rabbit.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so good, so good. And I picked up on jokes I didn't get the first time.
I feel like there's, because I've also seen it because you recommended it to me. It seemed like there would be a lot to pick up upon subsequent viewings.
Yeah, it's. I really enjoy it. I also watched for an upcoming episode. I watched Dr. No.
Actually, sorry. Let me amend what I said. I also watched Dr. No.
Yeah, the first ever James Bond movie, and I'm not going to say anything. We will.
We'll hold our thoughts.
That.
Yeah.
And then I watched a Will Smith movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, has Will Smith in it. Has who's in it? Salma Hayek is in it. Kenneth Branagh is in it.
What? Kevin
Kline is in it.
That name means less to me.
Kevin Kline? He's.
I just don't know it.
He's one of. What's that movie where they all Last Vegas that had like Morgan Freeman and Michael Douglas and stuff?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So it was Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Morgan Freeman, and the other old guy was Kevin Kline.
Sure.
So I watched a movie that gets a lot of hate.
Okay.
People genuinely think this movie's awful.
Really? I have no idea.
And I don't know if I just... Like, it's got a 28% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, a 17% critics rating. And I don't know why I enjoy it so much. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's, for what it is, it's a goofy, ridiculous, fun comedy. Sure. The movie that I watched and I'm recommending to you is called Wild Wild West.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's really good, but apparently it's not. So
I've been curious because, like, growing up, I felt like that movie was just every other kid's just, hey, you haven't seen Wild Wild West, let me punch you in the gut kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see it.
So it gets a lot of hate, and I don't know why.
I'm surprised. I didn't think it was. I thought it was well loved for some reason, and well received.
No, it's considered one of the oopsies of Will Smith's career.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
okay, well, I'll definitely check it out.
So I'm curious to see what you think. If it's just some, like, if I just saw it real young, and so,
right,
you know, but it holds up. It's ridiculous. It's not a serious film.
No.
But for what it is, it's you know, it's a 1990s comedy.
Yeah.
So, you know,
deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a couple quick housekeeping things if there's anything else.
Go for
it. So if you've listened this far, please like, follow, subscribe if you haven't officially done so already. Write a comment, give us a good review if you have the capability to do so. I want to thank all our Patreon supporters for helping support us to keep the lights on, help cover our bills, and just help us to grow and make our show better with every episode. And we have a monthly shout out for a new tier 3 and above supporter that we're going to give out for the month of March. And that's to our friend of the show, Nathan Grumman. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? That Gladiator reference.
Okay. Yeah. See, I remember me just saying I don't.
Yeah, but
right.
like, just when people are yelling and cheering, I just felt like I had to do it.
Okay.
Anyway, shout out to you, Nathan. Hopefully you like Sweeney Todd and you stuck it out to this far in the episode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is longer than I did, so.
Yeah. Touche. So yeah, that's all I've got.
Okay.
Yeah. Till next time.
Brady out.
See ya.